Hello everyone, welcome. I'm Christine, this is Danielle here with another Flex for Access sponsored live group fitness class. Thank you so much for Flex for Access for sponsoring these group fitness classes. We really appreciate all of the support in us. Welcome. Getting these out to you, this is awesome. So to get ourselves kind of situated here, you can either have a chair, we're gonna have a chair seated option for today, or we're going to have a standing option with a mobility aid. That could be a 4-liter, 4-wheel walker, 2-wheel walker, cane, a countertop, anything that would just like keep you stable if you need it. Or if you want to do this fully standing unassisted, if you're able to, and that's the safe option for you, you're more than welcome to do that as well.
And we're still keeping a chair behind us just in case. We're going to sit down for a cool down, stuff like that. So having a chair with you is a good idea.
Yeah.
Also, grab a water bottle if you need it. And for our class as well, we're going to have either light weights or a water bottle you can use, a can that you can use.
Anything household object that's a light enough weight for you to be able to do.
Well, welcome everybody.
Hello. We'll let a couple more people kind of trickle in and we'll get ourselves started.
Reminder, we have our gait aid, we have our chair, and we have our lightweight. If you only need one lightweight, if you want to keep your hand down on your gait aid at all times, then just one weight is all good too.
You also don't need a weight if you don't want to use one. All of these exercises can be done with just our body weight as well. So whatever is more comfortable with you, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit, or if you want to just take it a little easier. All right, let's get ourselves started.
Are we ready? We're gonna start now.
All right, we're into our warm up with our marching. So Danielle's gonna be doing our standing variant. I'm gonna be staying seated for this class.
And you can obviously do this with your hands on your gait aid as well. If you are able, you can use your arms. We're gonna keep here. Welcome everybody. For anyone who's coming in a bit later than our introduction, we're gonna need a gait aid, a chair, and our weight. If you don't have a gait aid and you'd like to just sit, then you can sit. If you'd like.
We're here with our marching for about 15 more seconds. Try and get your knees as high up as possible. Pump those arms as well. We're trying to increase our heart rate a bit here. And we got 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. We're gonna go into our cross body reach with a step. So we'll start with our right arm, reaching across our body, stepping out with our right leg. And we'll bring it back in. And then opposite arm, coming out, cross your body, bring it back in. I am doing the seated position. I'm also still extending my leg in seated. If this is too much, you could just keep it upper body and trunk, but added challenge, extend that leg out with your arm as well. Danielle's keeping one hand on her gait aid or mobility aid. Use that as an option if you want to try and challenge your balance. You can have both hands off and try to reach your one arm. If not, keep that hand stabilizing yourself. And we're here for just under 10 seconds. You guys are doing great to start. And we got 3, 2, 1. Bring it back in. Now we're going to try and stretch out our hamstrings. So if you're seated with me, you're going to extend your leg out. Also, if you're standing, you're going to extend your leg out and just hinge your torso forward and then bring your leg back in. Step out. You can also do a little bit of a sweep here. So for those who are seated, you're sweeping as low as you can control while that leg is extended. For standing, just hinge your torso forward so that you can feel a stretch in the back of your leg, kind of just right behind your knee.
And if you find that this is too difficult when you're standing, you can always take a seat, just like Christine.
Yeah. And we're here for about 15 more seconds. Take your time with these. If you want to go a little bit slower than we are, feel free to.
Make sure to be breathing.
Good, last one on each side. 1 and 2. Beautiful, now we're gonna go into our butt kicks. So we're going to either be kind of just kicking your heel up as far as you can. Now seated, this might feel a little bit weird because you're not gonna be able to bring your leg back as much as if you were standing, but whatever you can do to just bring your heel as far back into a kick as possible. So to change the perspective here for our seated individuals, we're just bringing our heel back.
Should be feeling a stretch in the front of our thigh. Keep going. Trying to keep our knees close together if we're standing, even while we're raising that leg up.
Got one more on each side. Ready? 1 and 2. Beautiful. Now we're gonna take it kind of full body here, using our arms. We're gonna do a little sequence starting from our head, tapping our shoulders, our knees, and then our toes. Coming all the way back up, head, shoulders, knees, and toes. I'm sure everyone knows that song.
It's good to get you through your full range.
That's it. Shoulders, knees, toes. Take it back up, head, shoulders, knees, and toes.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
And this will be our last exercise for our warm-up before we go into our upper extremity strength. For those exercises, we are going to do one arm first and then the other arm. If you would like, you can do both arms at the same time if you don't have any issues with that, okay? So right away, we're gonna come and grab one weight. We're gonna bring our arm up. Actually, we're gonna raise it up straight, bring it in, then chest press out and down. Okay, keep going, raising up, into the chest, out and down. Up, in, out, down. Up, in, out, down. Up, in, out, down. Are we ready? We're going to bend our elbow at 90 degrees. We're gonna lift it up and then raise our arm up. So we're doing a bit of an external rotation along with raising our arm up to the side. Coming up, even more up, rotate, take back down, and down. These are all gonna be very quick. We're only doing each exercise for 30 seconds. We're moving on to our next one right now. Ready? We're gonna bring our arm to the side. Keep your elbow in place as we raise our arm up. We're gonna switch to an underhand grip and coming back down. These are called Zottman curls, so we're gonna bring our hands up, wrist palm facing down and down. Palm up, turn, and palm down. Palm up, turn, and down. Keep going. One more. Now our next one, we're gonna bend over slightly. We're gonna row up to our hip, and we're gonna extend out back. So we're gonna get a tricep extension and down. Row up, go out, and in, and down.
I've switched my position so you can see kind of a better perspective.
And down. Pulling up to our hip, out straight, coming back in, and down. Up, out, in, down. Don't forget, you can take this at your pace. Now our next one we're gonna do, if you can, you're gonna put your hand on your head. If not, we are gonna go just to the side, doing a lateral dip to the side. Good work, everybody. Don't forget to breathe and take every exercise at your own pace. Welcome. Just doing some lateral dips now, and we're gonna go to our next exercise now. We're gonna take our weight and we're going to twist with our head following our hand, coming back to the middle. Twisting out and back in. Reaching across the body, making sure that our head follows where the weight is going. And if you don't want to wait for this one, you don't need to use it, okay? Keep going, and then we're going to be switching arms and doing the same exercises on the other side. Okay, we're going to come back, switching arms, raising up front, coming into our chest, out and down. Ready? Coming up. Ooh, we're on rest actually. My apologies, I forgot we had a 30-second rest. If you need to grab a quick drink, grab one right now. We're gonna be heading into our front raise very shortly. 10 more seconds. Ready? We're gonna start in 3, 2, 1. Raising up and in, pressing out and down. Up, in, out, and down. Going up, in, out, down. Up, in, out, down. Up, in, out, down. Keep going, 5 more seconds here. And then we're doing our lateral raises next. So we're gonna bend our elbow. We're gonna bend our elbow with our hand here, raising up, turning, back down, and down. Raising up to the side, lifting up towards the ceiling, down, and down. Up, rotate, down, and down. 10 more seconds. Good work, everybody. And switching to our next exercise, finishing off. Okay, our next one is our Zottman curl. We're palm up, turning to face palm down and down. Keeping our elbow nice and close to the body, turning down. There we go. Palm up and palm down. Good work. Palm up, palm down. Rotating the wrist once we get to the top of our bicep curl. Good. Doing our rows next. We're gonna go dipping under, bending over, rowing up, going out straight behind us, coming back in and down. Row, kick back, in and down. Row, kick back, in and down. Keep going. 10 more seconds here, and then we're doing our lateral dips. Almost there, last one. And good. Doing our lateral dips now, hand at your head if you can. If not, dipping down, trying to reach as far down as we can along our leg. And then using our core to come back to center. And our last upper body exercise we're going to be doing is our cross body twists with our head following where our hand is. Ready? Last one. Good. Coming and twisting across, having our head follow with us. Twisting across and follow. Good. We're going to be moving into our lower extremity strength next. You can either do them standing or seated as usual. Almost there. 2 left. 1 more. Good work, everybody. A little rest now. Grab some water if you need to. Make sure you stay hydrated, okay, everyone? Shake out the arms. Depending on how big that weight is, oh, they might be a bit
I know my shoulders
tired
are
now. Oh, yeah.
Couple more seconds in our rest, and then we're gonna get started with our lower extremity strength. So we're gonna be focusing on our legs here. You don't have to worry about the weights that we had before. This is gonna be predominantly on our legs. So we're gonna get started with a high knee, and we're gonna extend our foot, bring it back and down. So knee's gonna come up as far as it can, legs extending in front of us, back, down. Up, kick, back, down, knee up, kick, back, down. One more on each side. Up, out, back, down. Last one, up, out, back, and down. Now we're gonna do some mini squats. So this is gonna look a little different from the seated versus the standing version. Basically doing the opposite thing here. So Danielle's gonna be doing a squat with her hands on her mobility aid. I'm gonna be doing a little lift off. So hinging forward, pushing up, trying to get a little bit, as much clearance off of your chair as possible. With good control.
Good work, yeah. Trying to make sure that you pause at the bottom of your squat or at the top of your lift off. Make sure you're in control.
Do one more for me, and then we're gonna go into our good mornings. We can have our hands up at our head. If that's not an option, you can have your hands just out in front of you or on your thighs. You're gonna be hinging forward, putting your weight over your feet, and using your extensors and your glutes to bring your torso back up.
From the side, it's going to look as if you're hinging at your hips.
So thinking hips are getting sent behind you. Torso's coming back up. Beautiful. Last one. And out. Good. Now we're going to go into a side lunge. So we're going to take a step out. We'll start with our right foot. Stepping out and leaning into that leg. Bring it back. Left lunge and back in. Right lunge. Back in. Left. Lean into it.
Take your lunge as big as you can make it, but only as big as you can make it.
Good. Now we're going to go into our glute kickback. So again, it's going to look a little different standing versus sitting. So standing, you're just going to try and extend your leg out behind you. And sitting, you're just going to try and step your leg out behind. So we're both going to adjust our angles here so you can see what we're doing. So it makes a little bit more sense. And we'll switch legs. So good. Alternate. Stepping back. Foot back. Come in. Good, last one, back, and here, beautiful. Now we're gonna go into our calf raises. We're just gonna focus on our one side. And you're gonna go up on your tippy toes, and back down, up, and down.
This one we're only doing on one side to start.
We will be repeating everything, so we'll be getting a chance to do it on the other side. Don't worry, we'll even it out for you. But just to focus a little bit more on just what this leg is doing.
If your balance is amazing, if your balance is amazing, you can do both feet at the same time.
Good, one more, and then we're gonna take 30 seconds here just to kind of rest a little bit. That might have been a lot. The legs are a little bit more than the upper arms, but hopefully we're keeping up, all right? And again, everything's at your own pace. So if you're feeling like this is getting a little too much, take a beat, take a rest, just do whatever you can. We're gonna come up with a couple more seconds in our break, another water or readjustment. Stretch it out if you need to. We're gonna start again with our high knee into a kick. So we're gonna go right into that now. So lifting your knee up, extending your leg, back and down. Alternate up, extend, back, down. Knee up, leg out, leg back, down. Up, out, back, down.
Good work, everybody. Keep going.
Good. Let's do one more on each side. Up, out, back, down, up, out, back, and down. We're going into our mini squat or our lift off. So for our seated individuals, we're lifting our bum up as much as we can off of our chair. Standing, you're just gonna sit your hips back as if you're gonna take a seat, but pausing at the end range there.
For those who are doing squats, try and make sure that your knees are not coming in towards each other. Make sure they're tracking over top of your toes.
And let's go one more here. Big lift off, big squat, and back down. Good. Getting into our good mornings. Hands up on our head if that's not an option. Back down. I'm gonna go stay here. Leaning and hinging our torso forward, sending our hips back, using our strong back muscles here to bring ourselves back. Try not to lead too much with your head to bring yourself back. You really want your glutes turning on at this. Good, let's do two more. 1 and 2. Wonderful. Going into our side lunge. So we're stepping out with our leg, leaning into that leg, back in. Step out, lean, and back in. Out, lean, back in.
Good work, everyone. Don't forget to be breathing. Try not to hold your breath.
On each side, 1 and 2. Awesome, we're almost there. Glute kickback or step back. So again, you're just gonna be stepping back with your foot and then bring it back in. Alternating, step back.
Great job.
Almost there. One more on each side. Kick back and kick back. Awesome. Our last exercise for this little circuit is going to be our calf raise. So we started with our right leg, I think last time, so do your left leg or whichever other leg you didn't do the first round.
Switch it up.
Switch it up. Even it out. We're just going to go on our tippy toes and back down. Feel your calf working really hard here.
Good work. We're going to be heading into cardio next. So be prepared. We're going to start our cardio very shortly. 30 seconds.
Take a little break here, grab some water,
Grab some
shake it
water.
out,
We've got
shake the
cardio
legs
coming
out.
out. So just to let you guys know what we're going to be doing next, we're going to be doing a side step. We're going to start with our right side, and we're going to tap our foot in, coming back to the middle. Stepping to the other side, tap our foot, and coming back to the middle. Okay, everybody, we're going to start in 3, 2, 1. Starting to the right, step and tap, in, together. Step, tap, in, together. Step, tap, in, together. Make sure that you're doing this at your own pace. You do not have to go as fast as we are. In, together, step, tap, in, together. Step, tap, in, together. Step, tap, in, together. Almost there. One more time to the other side. Step, tap, in, together. Good work. We're doing a V step next. We're going to step close, out, out, in, in. So you're going to get closer to your walker or your gait aid and then back to where you were. Out, out, in, out, out, in, in. If you want to add your arms to this movement, you can straighten your arm out to a V and in. Out like a V and in. Okay, on to our next one. We're going to be taking a 1 step forward and a punch. We're going to start with our right arm, stepping with our left foot each time, okay? We're going to switch on the next time around. So continue with the same leg going forward, left leg going forward, right arm punching forward. And if you aren't using your left foot, don't worry, we'll just switch to it next time, okay? Okay, next we're gonna step out to the side with our left, hooking around with our right. If you need to have your hand on your gait aid, that is no problem. We're gonna keep stepping with our left, arm with our right. Nice big hook. Good work, everyone. Keep going, keep going. We've got one more boxing type cardio, and then we're almost done. Okay, we're gonna split stance, so 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. We'll keep with the left foot forward, and we're going to weave under and back around. Under, back around. We do want our legs to be bending a tiny bit with us, as if we're doing that little hinge at the hips. And if you need to have your hands down, that is a-okay too, right? Do it with our hands down. Last exercise before we get back to the top, we're going to be doing our standing jacks. So if you can, we're going to step out, arm up, and back in. Step out, arm up, back in. If you can have both arms out, we're going to bring both arms up overhead as we step. If not, one is a-okay. Good work, keep going. And we're gonna head back to the top of our cardio, starting with our side step and our toe tap. Okay, we got a little break. We're gonna start again with that side step and toe tap. Back to the middle, side step out, toe tap, and back to the middle. Grab some water, make sure you're getting some water. Hoping that our heart rate is a bit elevated right now. Remember to go at your own pace, and each movement should be done in your range of motion. Okay, ready? We're gonna start again. Going to the right this time again. That's a-okay. We're gonna start right, tap, in, together. Left, tap, in, together. Tap, in, together. Out, tap, in, together. Out, tap, in, together. Good work, everybody. Keep it up. Out, tap, in, together. Out, tap, in, together, out, tap, in, together. As long as your feet are moving, we're all happy with that. Ready? We're gonna go into our V step. Let's start with our left side this time. So starting left, right, in. Stepping close to our walker and up.
I'm gonna add the arms here for anyone who's seated, wants a little bit more of a challenge, or just get a bit more of a full body movement out of this.
Oh yeah.
If you do need the support, even in sitting, you can grab onto if your chair has armrests, or if you just want to keep your hands on your thighs, that's totally okay. This is just an added option.
Almost.
For ya.
Going to do our forward step and our punch. This time we're going to be punching with our left, stepping with our right. Step and punch. Step with the right, punching with the left. Might feel awkward for those who are right-handed. Okay, it's good to practice.
And our lefties are probably like, thank goodness.
Thank goodness we're doing this one. Good. Step and then punch. Ready? Step and punch. Good. We're going to be doing our side step now with our hook. Side step and hook. So stepping with our right, hooking with our left. You can have your hand down if you need to. Good work. Keep going. Next one we're doing is our split stance weave. We're going to start with our right foot forward this time. If you started with your left forward last time. Okay, last one. Okay, hands either on your gate aid or up near your body. We're going to weave down and back up.
Same thing with seated. If you want that extra support, hands on the thighs or on your armrest. If not, they can just kind of be in this boxing position, following your torso as you bob and weave up to one side and the other.
Bending through your hips and your knees here. Okay, we're heading to our standing jacks now. Ready? We're going to step out and arm up. You can do either one arm or both arms, depending on your level of comfort. But we're almost headed into our cool down.
You guys are doing great. Thank you for keeping up with us
Great
for
work.
this long. We're almost there.
Getting close, getting close. Keep going. 3, 2, 1, and it's our rest time.
Beautiful.
Grab some water right before our cool down. We can always sit through your entire cool down, or you can do some of it standing if you'd like.
We're gonna have a lot of similar exercises and movements as our warm-up. They're just gonna be done at a bit of a slower pace. Obviously, we're now trying to bring our heart rate down. In the beginning, we're trying to increase it to get our bodies ready. Now, we're trying to just come down from all that hard work we just did. So we're gonna get started now here with our seated or standing marching. Again, if you wanna take a second just to stand and maybe have a little extra support. If not, find a seat. And we're gonna do a slower march.
I'm gonna sit down at my seat behind me after this march, okay? So make sure that you've got somewhere to sit if you'd like to join me.
Two more steps here, 1 and 2. Good, okay. Danielle's gonna take a seat and join me here. We're gonna go into our hamstring stretch. So we're gonna extend one leg out and just try and hinge forward as much as we can control. Once we start feeling a stretch and a pull on the back of our leg, predominantly behind the knee, we can hold it there. Remember to breathe through. So we are trying to lower our heart rate and control our breathing as we move through this cool down. We're gonna hold it here for another 2 seconds. Slowly bring our chest back up, and we're gonna switch our legs. So other leg is getting extended. Not only are we having our legs extended, I don't know how well you can see it on the video, but we are also having our toes pointed up to the ceiling as much as possible. That's just gonna intensify the stretch a bit more throughout the bottom of your leg. If that's a bit too much, don't worry. You can have your toes slightly relaxed, as long as you're feeling a nice stretch at the back of your knee. And 2, 1, slowly bring your torso back up. Knee's gonna come in. We're gonna go into our single leg knee hug. So just grab your knee kind of just below the knee and pull it in towards your chest as much as you can.
If you find this hard, you can honestly just give your legs a nice hug, folding over.
And we're gonna hold here for another few seconds. And you're gonna slowly release that knee, grab onto the other one, gently bring it up as close to your chest as possible. And again, like Danielle said, if this is too much or you just don't feel stable in this position, you can put your leg down and just hinge forward and do a little knee hug there. Nice deep breath. A few more seconds here, and then we are going to just slowly lower our knee. Now we're going to step out with our right leg. And we're gonna just lean kind of into our left leg, just as long as we're feeling a stretch in our inner thigh here. A few more seconds here, and then we're gonna go ahead and switch our legs. So very carefully and slowly bring our leg back in. Left leg is going to extend out to the side again. And if you can hinge ever so slightly forward just to feel that stretch again, just in the inner thigh here. Making sure we're breathing through as we near the end of this stretch. Slowly gonna bring our leg back to the center. And then we're gonna go into our trunk circles. You're gonna go ahead and give yourself a big ol' hug. We're gonna try and draw a big circle with our shoulders. You can go clockwise or counterclockwise, whatever direction feels all right. Do one full rotation and then switch directions. And again, circle with the shoulders one way and then switch it around the other way, coming into our center position. Beautiful. Then we're going to drop our one arm. We're going to start with our right side. If you're able to, add that overhead extension. If this is too much, just relax that other arm and focus on reaching as close to the ground as you can. And then we're going to lift up, go onto the other side. Reach if you can. If not, that's totally okay. Just try and reach that arm as close to the ground as possible. Slowly bring yourself back up. Now you're going to go across your body. Reach. Again, focusing on your breathing here. Taking this nice and slow. Relax that arm, come back to center. Reach across with the other arm. Just a few more seconds here. We're gonna hold until we very slowly relax. And we're gonna go into our just deep breathing, our sun salutations. We really wanna focus on our inhale through our nose, exhale through our mouth. So think about smelling the roses, blowing out the candles. If you wish to add your arms in this, they're gonna come up with the inhale and down with our exhale. Again, big inhale, arms come up. And exhale, arms relax back down. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, exhale, relax our arms. And that was our class for today. Thank you guys so much for joining our mobility aid themed group exercise class. Thank you again to Flex for Access for sponsoring these classes and making us, give us the opportunity to get these classes out to you guys. If you missed any part of this class or you just want to go through it again, this will be up on our YouTube channel shortly after we end this stream here. We hope you guys have a lovely rest of your Friday and a wonderful weekend. And again, thank you so much for joining us.
Shout out to our lovely husband and wife duo who inspired our session today, our class today. Thank you so much for watching on YouTube.
And we do love working with you. Thanks so much.